One of the most predominantly recurring question I get when I hop on discovery calls with potential prospects at the agency is, why should we choose you? Why should we go with you and not another agency? And in today's video, I want to give my answer to that and about, what do we do differently at Wizo Media? And why is Wizo the way to go instead of going with one of these other 1,000 agencies in your emails, DMs, or messages on a daily basis? If you don't know who I am, my name is Justin and I'm the founder of Wizo Media, an e-commerce marketing agency specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. Before we get started, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, as well as turn on post notifications to be one of the first to know about these cutting edge e-commerce marketing tips posted on the channel every week. So it's pretty simple. I've laid out today our edge, what we think is our competitive edge. And basically, I'm making a bit of a mini series on YouTube at the moment with a few different pieces about our agency. I highly recommend you check out our Wizo Media story video that I released a few days back, because on that video, we actually talk about my come up and then our come up as an agency, how we got started, the first ad platforms that we were on, where we're at right now, the team structure, the team size, so on and so forth. So highly recommend you check that video first and then head back to the current video. So the first thing that makes us different from other agencies out there is TikTok. Now hear me out, there's a lot of TikTok agencies now that are starting to come up, but there's not a lot of TikTok agencies that have these two things. First is experience. So experience with the advertising platform. I mean, look, it's been only a year or so old on the platform. So nobody can claim that they have 5-10 years of experience on the platform. It's a new platform in its infancy stage, and we've actually advertised for the first time on the platform in July of 2021. So it's basically been a year now since we started advertising on there. So we were very early to adopt the platform and have been advertising on other ad platforms before, meaning that we were able to take some of that experience and carry it over to that new channel. So that's one. The second thing is personal experience, right? Who's actually using the platform? A lot of people are using the ad platform, but they don't know anything about the organic content, and a lot of agencies still will treat TikTok just like they would with regular branded content. So I've literally been posting almost daily TikTok, sometimes up to 3 times a day, essentially, for over 4 months at this point in terms of this frequency. But the first couple of videos, if you go all the way back essentially on my own profile, you're gonna be able to see some videos that date back from 2019. And here's the thing, I've actually popped off back then. You can see one of my first 3 videos on the platform. Out of the first 3 videos I've ever posted, 2 of them went viral. One of them had 335,000 views, the other one had 385,000 views. And keep in mind, I was a young adult, not knowing anything about what I was doing on the platform back then. Again, that's back in 2019, very early 2019. So again, still, just to show you that we've been on the platform for a while, and I'm personally using the platform to market myself as a personal brand, but most importantly, the agency. We're constantly getting people DMing us about, our agency's experience with TikTok because they see our TikTok content. And that can translate back to the experience that we have with the platform as we help our brands not only grow on the paid advertising side of things, but also on the organic side of things on TikTok. So from personal experience and from day-to-day experience with our current clients, we help you grow organically. And with the paid advertising part, well, obviously we were very early adopters of the platform, but also had all these previous years of experience on Facebook, Instagram, Google, and Pinterest. Now the second thing is that we not only edit our brand's ad creatives, so meaning that regularly without the TikTok offer side of things, we take all of our brand's raw assets, right? Their photo shoots, their video shoots, any sort of raw assets that they have, we'll edit them and turn them into ad creatives. So we'll make essentially carousels, we'll make GIFs, animations, videos, whatever you might think of from these assets. So not only do we also do that for TikTok, but obviously the extra complexity added with TikTok is the creators. You need content, you need UGC. If you've been looking at the channel, I've been talking about UGC for a while. Well, look, UGC is not only time consuming, but also pretty expensive for you to get. So it costs you a lot in time to figure out how to actually acquire this UGC, how to actually go out there, find the right influencers, find the right ambassadors, partner with them, send them the products, brief them, get the content, edit them, post, right? It's a huge complex process for a lot of brands, and it's very time consuming, which is why we're taking all of that in-house. So we have a network of creators that we help our brands partner with then we allow each of our brand to have a consistent and automated flow of UGC content, which we can also create a bunch of variations as we can edit the content in-house. So that gives our brand, about 30 assets or so per month that we can use organically on TikTok, paid on TikTok, and also organically and paid on Instagram, right? Instagram is also a very good platform right now to exploit with vertical format videos. This is what they're testing right now on their feed, right? They're switching the feed for a couple of users to have all full screen videos. But nonetheless, before even getting into that, they're just pushing Reels at the moment. So it's great for you to actually start using this content on both platforms, and one piece of content propels your growth again on two platforms. Third point is honestly just the sheer amount of trainings that we actually get through in a single year. So we invest a lot in training for the team members, in resources, in case studies, and basically we try and consume as much training as possible from everybody out there in the industry and help enhance our skills, right? So just in the last year alone, we spent over $30,000 in training and community accesses, and again, trying to get access to all these gems from all of these little corners of the marketing industry to make sure that we deliver the highest level of service for each of our clients. And rest assured, this 30,000, I'm already hearing people say, well, if I've got a business booth at an event, I've already covered the full 30,000 there. Look, this is all in either online courses, consultancy, or a bit of a mix of both that we got access to, again, to just help make sure that our service delivery is ahead of the game. At least once a month, we'll get a new training, get the team to go through it, and already implement these ideas for our clients. So this is actually part of our values at the agency, which I have literally framed on my wall right here, which one of our values is cutting edge knowledge, which we're always trying to stay on top of trends. Want to be the first to hop on new platforms, the first to have some of these new strategies out there. So this is why training is so important for us, and I think is a differentiating factor based on what we're seeing out there in the market. Kind of leads me to my next point, which I've already a little bit covered here, but we're not stuck to old ways. We also want to implement new ways to help our clients, and we want to help our clients, again, be the first to be on these platforms. The first people are usually the ones finding the most success. It's always the case. It was the case with Facebook. It was the case back then with Google AdWords, and now it's the case with TikTok. Anybody who hops first on a new ad platform is always rewarded with lower CPMs and just overall better ad results. And the fifth point I've touched on a little bit at the beginning, but it's all this past expertise, right? So one of our team members, actually our CMO, was head of socials at a 70 people plus agency down in Australia. So a huge amount of experience on that end. And again, looking at the account managers, they've all worked in the industry for the past 5 years. They've been through all these changes in Facebook. They've seen different markets. They've seen ups and downs. So we can carry that over and again, confidently say that through all of these tough times, we learned a lot. And even then, our growth curve exponentially accelerated during the iOS 14 phase last year in 2021. So think about that for a second. The worst year in marketing, the worst year in paid advertising history was actually our best year for our clients. So all that to say that we got the fundamentals down, and as I'm saying right here, we're not just hopping on the latest trends and latest bandwagon. We're actually here for the long run. And last but not least, it's the holistic approach that we take with our brands on their growth. We are not an ad agency. And it's very important to understand that. We don't just do ads. We're not bound to a single ad channel. We are an e-commerce growth partner. So on the advertising front, again, we're pretty omni-channel in terms of the advertising approach. We also cover everything on the creative process and even influencer sourcing when needed for TikTok. So already right there, it's pretty complete full client acquisition systems. And if you look at the back end, we've also got retention, so email and SMS in-house. So we're covering acquisition, we're covering retention, and last thing is consulting. So we'll help our brands with things like CRO, again, retention, influencer marketing if we're not handling them on our end, branding, so on and so forth. So the reason why we're actually not just an ad agency is because we've quickly realized that just doing ads is not enough. Look, if you're running ads to a website that doesn't convert, well, your ads won't convert. Then if you're actually doing retention and trying to do some email and SMS and sending people again to a website that doesn't convert, it won't work. Which is why we're consulting on the CRO side of things. And on the opposite side, if you're just filling up the funnel with client acquisition, but you got nothing to retain customers, your lifetime value is gonna be so small that this is why you need email and SMS. So everything is handled on the acquisition. So on the front end and back end of things on our end, we're basically a full funnel agency. when it comes to helping our D2C brands grow. So I hope you were able to find some value in this video. I hope I've answered the question that you may have had in your mind, which is why Wizo Media? What is different about Wizo Media? What are these guys doing right now in the industry that other people might not be already doing? And again, I'm not gonna stop myself right there, because just hearing me, the founder, talk, it's obviously easy to say that, you know, hey, I'm the founder. I'm obviously gonna start talking about the positive side of things, but I'm gonna invite you to also look at the channel. We have a playlist of client interviews. Look at all of these client interviews. Look at what our clients are actually saying about us. And also take a look at all the case studies that we have live also on this YouTube channel that break down live ad account results from many different ad accounts that we managed through time. Now, if you're an e-commerce brand or store owner making at least 20 to 30,000 a month with your brand, I invite you to click on the first link in the description down below and book a call with our team. On that call, we'll take a look at your brand and see if you're a good fit for our e-commerce marketing program. If that's the case, we'll help you grow and scale through some of these ways that I mentioned in today's video. If not, worst comes to worst, we'll just leave you with some advice and action plan to implement on your own. On that note, make sure you check out other videos on the channel for some more useful e-commerce marketing tips, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.